Have you ever heard of a tribe that dives deep into the sea without oxygen, without modern technology, and returns with hands full of pearls and eyes full of courage? They swim down to 70 meters holding their breath for over 10 minutes, relying only on their lungs with no equipment. They astound scientists and shock doctors. They seem like half human, half fish. A living mystery. Who are they? They are the Bajau, the silent warriors of the sea. Their bodies seems like they were crafted by nature itself for the ocean. Their breathing mystery continues to challenge science to this day. Their story sounds like that of a character from mythological tale, but no, they're real. They exist. They breathe differently, their bodies hold an adaptation that takes humans beyond their limits. Today, we'll dive into that sea. We will plunge into a deep mystery and we'll learn how can humans breathe like fish. This story is not just about the Bajau, it's a story of humanity's boundless adaptability. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so now. And don't forget to press the bell icon. The Bajau live across the seas of Southeast Asia, including the coasts of Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia. They are scattered across multiple islands, living as a nomadic society on the water. There are two main branches of the Bajau people. One is known as the Bajau Sulu, who live in the Sulu archipelago and the coastal areas of the Philippines, while the other, the Bajau Began, reside in Malaysia and Indonesia, especially on the coasts of Borneo. Their life is so dependent on the sea that they live in specially built small boats, which they call lepa-lepa. These boats are not just homes but also kitchens, bedrooms, and workplaces. The Bajau spend most of the time fishing, collecting shellfish, and harvesting pearls. They accomplish these tasks by diving and holding their breath for hours underwater, a skill they are born with. Friends, to understand the remarkable ability of the Bajau to stay submerged for such long durations, we must first understand how human respiration works. When you take a deep breath, it's not just about inhaling air. It's actually the beginning of a miraculous process that gives life to our body billions of cells. When you inhale through your nose, the air first enters your trachea. Then it splits into two branches called bronchi that lead into your lungs. After that, the air travels deeper into tiny sac-like structures known as alveoli. This is where the magic happens. These alveoli are the places where oxygen is exchanged with the blood. Your blood collects oxygen here and releases carbon dioxide in exchange. The oxygen in the blood then travels to every cell in your body, to your brain, heart, muscles, even to the tips of your fingers. And when your body has used that oxygen up, it produces waste gases like carbon dioxide, which return to your lungs through the bloodstream. You then exhale this waste gas with each breath. This whole process is so precious that you probably don't even notice it. You do this 20,000 times a day without thinking about this. When a Bajau person or free diver holds their breath and stays underwater for 13 minutes, this entire system shuts down. They don't just hold their breath, they force their body to function on minimal oxygen. It's a real-life miracle. When you see a fish swimming in the water, you might wonder, do they never breathe? Actually, they do, but not like us, just as we take oxygen from the air with our lungs. Fish find oxygen in the water. Yes, you heard it right. Oxygen is hidden in water. Though in very small amounts, fish suck in water through their mouths. Then they push it through a complex structure called gills. The gills act as a natural filter, where thousands of tiny blood vessels extract the oxygen from the water, and the waste gases like carbon dioxide are released. This whole process is called the countercurrent exchange system. In other words, the water and blood flow in opposite directions, which allows the oxygen absorption rate to be much higher. Just as our lungs hold oxygen, the gills keep fish alive underwater constantly without interruption. But did you know the Bajau also have a fish-like quality in their bodies for a limited time, which allows them to survive underwater for long periods? The Bajau use this ability to dive deep and fish in a special way. Let's dive deeper and learn more about their fishing process. Before diving into the water to fish, Bajau carefully control their breathing. Their breath control techniques are so advanced that they can stay underwater for hours. Before diving, the Bajau often take deep breaths to increase the oxygen levels in their body. Then they hold their breath and dive, keeping their focus entirely on seabed. Underwater, they try to stay calm because any panic or fear increases their oxygen consumption. The Bajau jump into the water from their boats, sometimes smoothly and other times with a risk. They first focus on their eyesight, looking for fish mainly on the ocean floor. They generally dive 10 to 20 meters deep to hunt fish, but depending on their skills, they can go as deep as 70 meters. They swim by observing the fish's movement and maintain their focus on their target. The Bajau have lived a life very different from modern civilization for centuries, following a nomadic life in the seas with a connection to nature historically. The Bajau have lived a life very different from modern civilization for centuries, following a nomadic life in the seas with a connection to nature. Historically, they have roamed areas such as the Malaya Sea, Sulu Sea, and Celebes Sea. Though modern technology and knowledge have reached them, they still maintain their ancient lifestyle and connection to the sea. The Bajau's population is estimated to be between 100,000 to 150,000. Some branches like the Bajau Sulu, particularly in the Philippines, have adopted a more modern lifestyle, while the Bajau Vegan who lived in Malaysia still dwell in floating villages. Their society uses primarily natural materials and their main crafts include pearl harvesting, fishing, and free diving. After diving underwater, the Bajau typically hold their breath for 30 to 20 minutes. This is possible due to an internal eruption where their heart rate slows down, blood flow constricts to send blood to vital organs, and oxygen continues to circulate to the brain. The process called the mammalian dive reflex allows them to stay underwater for long periods without needing to breathe. The Bajau's fishing process is not just about breath control and bodily adaptation. It is also a culture skill passed down through generations. They start learning underwater swimming and breath control as children, which makes them expert divers. The sea has become an integral part of their lifestyle, with their body and mind working together to survive in this unique environment. In 2021, Croatian freediver Budimir Sobat set a record by holding his breath for 24 minutes and 37 seconds underwater after preparing with pure oxygen. Though he had a head start with the pure oxygen, it was still a testament to human capability. However, it's not just about time. Depth is also a challenge. In 2007, Austrian diver Herbert Nache reached a depth of 214 meters, around 700 feet, in a no-limits free dive. In this category, divers used a sled to descend and are lifted back up with a balloon or lift back. This remains a world record. Russian diver Alexei Malkanov 136 meters in a constant wet dive, diving on his own strength. Meanwhile, Italian Alice Zucchini reached a depth of 120 meters, becoming one of the world's top female divers. Some people in this world don't appear in the science books, but their lives are a lesson of their own. The Bajau are one of them. They have shown us how the human body can adapt, how deep we can dive, and how much strength lies in human willpower. They have taught us that nature doesn't need to be conquered but embraced. They have proven that even breathing can be an art. Just as the waves of the ocean return again and again, the story of the Bajau will keep returning. Their life, their breath, and their courage will forever be an inspiration to us all. If you bring awareness to every breath you take, you will understand that the courage of the Bajau is not only beneath the ocean surface, but within you as well. And yes, if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.